I decided to light the fire. I had it all set up to go. Got a bunch of wood here, got some more wood here. You know, it's not a ton, but it's enough to keep me warm for a couple hours if I don't burn too much, which I usually don't. And I can always get more, I guess, but I'm gonna make some dinner. I'm hungry. Wow, I don't know what this is, but there's a rainbow in the water. I don't know if you can see that, but I was just filming that video and I looked over and I'm like, what is that? So I ran down the front hill here so I could see, and sure enough, there's a rainbow in the water. With my finger, there's gonna be a lot of those. I'm so sorry. The camera, there's 3 cameras on the back of this thing. I don't know how to hold the phone. Anyway, look at that, it's so cool. All right, it is 6 o'clock and it is getting cold out here. I got a wee little fire going, but I got to tend to it. There's not a lot of wind. The wood is a bit wet and I got to keep fanning it. But right now I'm focused on dinner. Yes, I haven't done that yet. So I just got the water boiling. I am having an OTG Meals shepherd's pie. I've had this once before at Limberlost when I was hiking. It's so delicious. I've got half the package. I took half of it out and left it at home, and then what I do is I put these in the bear vault and I bring them back and I rinse them out, and then I put the other half in there, and then I'm gonna have it another day. So I'm gonna go put the water in here so it can start cooking 12 to 15 minutes. All right, things are going well here at camp. It is 6:20 and my food is finally ready. I know it looks like kind of like not the greatest thing, but it's unbelievably delicious. And I'm gonna sit here and eat this warm, comforting meal and sit by my fire, and I'll probably even make a hot chocolate later and maybe even a dessert wrap. We'll see. This is so yummy. My favorite part is the corn. You bite into it and it kind of like pops and squirts, like almost like a fresh piece of corn. It's unbelievable. It's so good. I'm gonna go eat before it gets cold. I need to get warmed up here. My fire is finally going nicely, and I'm gonna sit here and eat. I'm listening to an audiobook and I'm just loving my beautiful view. I'm looking at these mountains right here. So nice. Fire is going nicely. Just keep grabbing, you know, a couple of sticks here and there and putting them on. I have a bunch of wood over there as well too, but I'm not really using that much. Got my socks drying up there. They're really wet. I just made myself a hot chocolate, and I have 1 Fudgio cookie left from my lunch, and I'm gonna dunk it in there and eat it. I'm just sitting here by the fire, and it's getting cold. I can see my breath out here. I don't know if you can see it, but I've got like the lighting just right so I could take a video, and it's actually working. I think it looks pretty decent. Having a lovely night. I'm finally sitting still and drinking my hot chocolate and just enjoying the beautiful fall air. It's nice and warm by the fire, but as soon as you walk away from the fire, it's like so cold. It's 6, feels like 4 right now, according to the Weather Network. So put it up in the air, wave around like you just don't care. All right, it's about 9:45. I've just got my water on to put in my hot water bottle. I'm still sitting here by the fire, but I wanted to get that done, and I still have to take the chair down and take the chair apart and go for my last privy visit for the night. So the bear vault's away, and besides putting out the fire, there's not much left. So I'm gonna head in a tent soon. I figure I probably don't want to leave here before 9:30 because I think it'll take me approximately 3 hours, probably take me less, but I always go over. I'm used to doing that with tomogamy, so just in case, you know, something's harder, takes longer, I run into some people, talk to them for 20 minutes, you never know. So I'll probably do that, try to do that, which means I don't really have to start getting ready till like 8 or 8:30, like to start packing up and stuff. So I don't want to get there before 12 because there's probably people. I know that Norway was booked. I was going to go the other direction. I was going to do Norway tonight and then this lake tomorrow night, and Norway was booked. That's why I went in this direction, on top of some of the arrows going where I wanted them to, as far as like the portages. But anyways, yeah, so it's full tonight, so I have to wait until these people get off, and it's supposed to be raining, so they might not leave until noon. So if I leave at like 9:30-ish, that's 3 hours would be 12:30. So I would probably be able to kind of grab a site as soon as people are leaving, or maybe they've already left early, who knows. Anyways, that's the plan for tomorrow. I'm gonna head in the tent and probably just go to bed and not do anything in there. And my water's boiling, so I'm gonna go. Good morning. It is 20 after 8 on Saturday, October 23rd. I know it's really, really late, isn't it? So weird. I woke up in the middle of the night. I went to the privy. I went to the bathroom. I boiled some water for a second time for my hot water bottle. It kept me nice and warm all night. I was very comfortable and cozy. I got up at 5. I forced myself to go back to sleep. I set my alarm for 8:30, and then I just woke up now like at 8:15. Super late, but I have to. Anyways, this is what I'm looking at while I'm talking to you this morning. Isn't it gorgeous? No sunrise this morning. It's supposed to be raining. It rained quite a bit last night, but nothing like torrential or anything. And it does look like the sky is clearing. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to get going slowly. I'm going to make my oatmeal. I'm starving. I'm going to have some breakfast. I'm going to slowly pack up my stuff. And then I'll head out later. All right, I'm just boiling some water to make some oatmeal for breakfast. I do have an OTG outdoor skillet, which I'm going to have tomorrow. It's got like eggs and hash browns and all kinds of stuff in it. I'm really excited to try it. But I have the 2 portages tomorrow. I just have 1 today. I'm hoping to have a hot lunch today at camp. So I've got peaches in my oatmeal from the aggro from last year that I dehydrated. And the water's just boiling, so I'm going to make that now. And then I'm going to pack up. All right, it is 9:30. I'm all packed up. I've got everything there ready to take down to the canoe. Super quiet here this morning. I haven't seen any canoes go by. I haven't heard a person, nothing. I'm not sure if people are still sleeping or if they're already gone or what the situation is, but not really my concern. I'm going to take this stuff down to the canoe and get it in the water. I've got a tricky load down there, so that should be interesting. I've got about 3 to 4 kilometers to paddle to get to the portage that goes into Norway. So taking my time, which I probably will because I'm probably going to take lots of pictures and videos. Take me about an hour. It takes me an hour to paddle 5K. There's no wind right now. The lake is almost mirror, so I shouldn't have any issues with that. All right, that wasn't too bad. There was a little spot there where I could pull the canoe up in the corner and just drop the bag in, flip the canoe around, put the other bag in, and then slid the boat down the shore a little bit and got in. Doing good this morning. Just the only thing that's cold are my feet. They feel like little icicles. But once I start walking on the portage, that should hopefully be resolved. The sun popped out for a little while and the sky is turning blue here. So this is freaking awesome. All right, off I go. So just out of my view from my campsite were these beauties. I'll be looking at those today while I'm paddling towards Norway Lake. All right, so to the right you can see what is called Killarney Ridge. And to the left is the La Cloche Range, according to my map here. Oh, the sun has come out. The sky is completely blue, except for this one spot over here where the sun is. Those clouds are now going away, and it looks like it's gonna be a really nice day. Really happy about that. All right, keep paddling, just taking my time, looking at stuff, and going very slowly. I'm moving along, but I'm not really making a ton of progress because I have to stop every like 3 minutes and take pictures and videos. I've been granted mirror and sunshine. Like, I'm so grateful. Campsite 15 is over here, and this is my view now. Unbelievable. Looks like it's not even real. It's so beautiful. And in addition to that, there's mist rising off the water over here. Oh, good morning. Got a couple of friends coming towards the canoe. And I'm getting a song and a dance. Good morning. Beautiful. And in the meantime, while I was watching them, I saw a beaver going across the water, but he's gone now. All right, I'm just piddling along here. I'm just about at the portage. I believe it's in this corner up here. So calm. I got mirror, I got sunshine, I got a blue sky. I mean, how lucky can someone be? Like, I feel so grateful. Anyways, I'm gonna get to this portage and get on my way to Norway Lake, and a whole nother lake to explore. I can't wait. All right, it is 10:40 and I have located the little yellow portage sign. 1,400 meters, it's 1,390 actually on the Killarney map. And that will take me to Norway Lake. This is not what I expected. I don't know what the rest of it is like, but very interesting. All right, I'm gonna say goodbye to beautiful Killarney Lake. I really enjoyed my time here. And I'm going to set up the canoe to portage. I will take it first in case I need to put it down and piggyback. Off we go. All right, it is 10 to 11. I had to take a little photo shoot on this beautiful little beach here. And I had to get creative because I don't have my selfie stick. So I got a couple of shots. I've got the food bag on now, and the canoe's ready to portage. I've just brought the backpack up into the trail a little bit, and I'm gonna make my way towards Norway Lake. All right, it is 11:20, just 2 minutes short of 30 minutes, and I have made it to Norway Lake. Oh dear, I gotta put this thing down. So this right here is why I'm having troubles carrying the canoe recently. This side of the yoke isn't staying now. I have an extra one of these in my bag. I've been waiting to change it out. I don't actually know how to do it, but I don't want to fiddle with it. It wasn't too bad, but this time it's getting to be too bad. So I'm going to do that when I get to camp. Just under a half an hour. There's a lot of sucky muck, 2 creeks you have to walk through, and a lot of mud. But other than that, no uphills, no downhills, nothing crazy at all. And this is Norway Lake. It's beautiful. I'm gonna go get my pack. All right, so I'll show you a bit of the portage on my way back here while I'm walking without my pack. Here is the creek. On Jeff's map it says you can go in the water here if the water's high. I was like, no. So I just walked right across here. I mean, I've got water socks and water shoes, and it actually cleaned off all the mud that I've been accumulating, so not a problem. So here's another little creek. Just walk right through it. I was scanning the area though to see if maybe there was a moose. Haven't seen any wildlife pretty much at all since I saw the lynx on my Temagami trip earlier this season, and I'm fine with it. I would never ever trade that moment in for anything. So I'm fine, but it would be nice to see something. Just saying. Just a little creek in there. So a good portion of the portage is this. It's either just wet or it's muddy and mucky. And so you have to walk really slow. I probably would have gotten done the portage sooner, but I had the canoe and I would take my time going through this stuff because you can slip really easily and fall, and I don't want to fall in this. So this is some pretty good sucky muck here. Best sucky muck I've seen in Killarney so far. Woo. And that's not even sucky muck, that's like a lake. Oh jeez. And it just goes on like this. There are sections where it's just, you're just walking like this for quite some time. I can't imagine what this is like in the spring. This is like October. But we have had a lot of rain recently, so I guess that's why. I don't know. I was talking to a friend the other day who said that she went on a trip in Temagami recently. And she was carrying a canoe, and she got stuck in sucky muck. And then she said it. She said, "Oh, I'm in sucky muck." And I said, "That's awesome." I said, "You know, I made up that phrase. And she said, no way. And I'm like, yeah, that's my term that I've been using for the last several years. And I guess it's caught on with a few people. So it's kind of cool. Ooh, see, this is all water and mud. Very slippery. I thought I was out and I started walking faster, and I was like, my feet were like slip sliding away. Well, as I mentioned, there's a few creeks that you have to cross. Here's another one. Again, very small, but if you're not trying to get your feet wet, this might not be a good place for you to be. Pretty creeks though. All right, it is 11:52, and I have just made it back to the start of the portage at the Killarney Lake end, where my bag is, and it took me 22 minutes to walk without anything. So I don't know, 1,400 meters, 22 minutes seems strange to me, but that's what it says on the map. Still nice blue skies here, a couple of fluffy clouds, and that's about it. I'm gonna grab my pack and off I go. I just got off the trail. To the left of me I could hear some rushing water, and some little waterfalls here, and the creek that's on the other side of the portage. This is actually the one that I'm going to cross shortly. It's pretty, really pretty. All right, it is 12:23, and I have made it back to Norway Lake. Now I have to go find a campsite. I think there's one on this island here, and then there's one at the top of the lake, up there somewhere. And then there's one towards where I have to go out tomorrow. The one on the island is okay, but it's on the wrong side. It's not going to get the afternoon sun or the sunset. Although it is an island, I can walk around. I also don't want to be this close to the portage because people will be coming through, I'm sure. So I'm going to look at the other two. I would like, I think, the one closest to where I'm going tomorrow, but I have to travel that way regardless, so I'm not sure if I should just go look at that one first, and if I like it, stay there, or if I should check out the one at the top of the lake here before I go through that way. Haven't decided yet. All right, well, the campsite that's closest to the portage that I'm going tomorrow is taken. There's a tent and a tarp set up there. And it looks like a rental boat, I'm not sure. The guy and the girl that I saw yesterday said that they were staying on Norway tonight, and they were going to Killarney, so I was assuming I was going to pass by them at some point this morning or see them on the portage, and I haven't. I don't know if that's them. It's 12:45. I believe you're supposed to be off your site at noon, so maybe that's someone else who's staying here 2 nights. Maybe it's someone who got here really early this morning. Anyways, so I'm heading to the other choice, which is over there. It's on a point as well, facing the sun. And there's a beautiful, beautiful view of the mountains. I didn't paddle all the way up to the site because there were people there. But I have to go pretty much right by it. Yeah, I have to pass right by it tomorrow. So I'll take a look at it tomorrow. I don't think you can see this from over there, and I want to see the mountains. Obviously, it's part of why I'm here in Killarney, so I may have just gotten to that site and looked around and paddled back here anyways. So I'm gonna head to the site. It should be there soon. All right, I got the canoe there. I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna work, but obviously gonna have to pull it all the way up somewhere. There's like no good place to land. And there's a super steep hill to come up. Not super steep, but you know. And here's the fire pit area, which is where you usually spend most of your time. And it's got a beautiful view of the mountain, so that's nice. There actually is a view. That sun should come around here. I don't think it's going to come all the way through to here though, so this will stay dark and cold. And I see a privy sign there. Could probably just put the tent right here, actually, which is a nice spot right beside the water. And that's a pretty good view too. I guess I'll go get my stuff. I was thinking about going to the island. The island's in the sunshine right now, but it's not going to last. And then it's going to go around to the other side, and I think it is. I can also, I can come down here and sit, right? Like, I don't have to sit up there by the campfire, but if I'm processing wood and all that stuff. See, there's a trail here. I wonder if this is where people bring up their canoes. I don't know. Spent the last, almost half an hour looking for the privy. I can't find it. There's a sign right here by the campsite. And then when you go up, I don't know if you can see it, but there's an arrow up there on the tree in the back to go kind of left and up. And a tree fell down. A couple of trees fell down. There's a big mishmash there. So I don't know if it's underneath there and it got buried. I've went all around the campsite. I can't find it, but I did find a place to make one if I need to. So I'm gonna boil some water and get some lunch going. I'm starving. It's like 25 to 2 now. So I guess I should have did what I said I was gonna do and made it first, but I did manage to collect all this firewood. There's lots of wood in the forest, so it's pretty easy. So I got a good start anyway. All right, I'm gonna boil some water and get my chicken and dumplings rehydrated while I set up my tent. All right, it's 1:45. Got some water on. I don't know how much. I just poured some in there. I just kind of eyeball it. Got my OTG meals, chicken and dumpling. It says it's a third, but I think it's more closer to a half. Just gonna boil the water, put it in there, wait 12 to 15 minutes, and eat. Just snacking on some Cheez-Its while I'm waiting. And there is a really nice view here. The sun is also going to come around these trees very soon, and it's going to make it nice and warm here where I'm sitting, so that's exciting for me. All right, it is 2 o'clock, and I got the tent set up over there, blew up the thermarest, put the sleeping bag in, blew up the pillow, did all the things. My timer just went off for my chicken and dumplings, it's called. And I cannot wait to eat it. I'm so hungry. Thankfully and surprisingly, the sun has already come around and is starting to shine through into the fire pit area. So I just set up my chair. I'm gonna sit here and eat this, and then I'm gonna switch over my shoes and put my socks on because my feet are wet and they're cold. And yeah, start doing some firewood, I guess. So first, I'm going to eat. I finally got my sunshine right in front of my face, sitting here in the fire pit area. I'm just snacking on some Cheez-Its still. The OTG meal wasn't very much. I think I might make a Nutella wrap or something. I'm just snacking on stuff out of my barrel. I bring it, I might as well eat it. Yeah, so I'm just sitting here absorbing all this heat. It's just so nice. I just changed my pants and my socks too, and my feet I try to leave them like open for a little while so they can kind of breathe and get really dry. Like I dry them off and then I kind of air them out, and they were so cold. It was so nice to put my socks and my shoes on, but now the sun on top of that, it's like pure heaven. I'm sitting here looking at this beautiful view over here. That's the opening. It's like my window. That campsite on the island that's over there, you can't even see it from sitting here. It's because all these trees are blocking it, so that's kind of nice. I hear voices. Somebody might be on the water. I can't even see if there's a canoe out there or anything because it's just all closed off. But as long as I got my sun coming through there and I got my nice view, I'm good to go. I'm sitting here listening to The Prince and the Pauper by Mark Twain. It was one of the free books on the Audible or whatever that I got. Apparently I can get some stuff from my library, somebody told me, but my library isn't listed in the list. So I'm not sure what I do about that, but if anyone knows, let me know. Today's selfie stick purchased in nature. Thank you, Nature Tripod number 2. It's 4:30. I caved and put my Patagonia on. It was still cold. Sitting in the sun still. I've been moving my chair all around the campsite up and down. I brought it up to, I'm now beside the fire pit here, right on the edge, because the sun's just starting to creep around. And I was down by the water. It was really nice for a while, but then the wind picked up, and the wind is really, really cold. And then you're just like, and then it takes a while, dies down, and then you get just nice and hot again, and it's like, oh yeah. And then 5 minutes go by, and then the wind comes again. So I don't like that. I should process some firewood, but I just thought, as long as the sun is out and like I can sit in it, I'm gonna take advantage because it's gonna be cold again tonight. It was cold last night. It was pretty good by the fire most of the night. It was really cold when I went to bed. I had my hot water bottle, but I don't like sleeping in the cold. My body's just like, no. I have an electric blanket on my bed. I use it like year round. I know it's bad, but it's just on low, but it's just so nice. Yeah, I should process some firewood soon. It's 4:30. I still have a couple hours before it gets dark, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm just chilling. I'm enjoying this beautiful, beautiful view. I'm listening to an audiobook, and I'm just looking at that. I mean, in my pants and my sports bra, they're hanging to dry. Somebody had a clothesline up, so I just figured just throw them over. They were really wet today from the knees down from walking through the creeks and stuff. So that's about it here. Just hanging out in the sunshine, hoping the wind goes away. Oh, I'm warm now. You know, these aren't just rain pants, they're wind pants. So I put them on over my fleece tights. Bingo. Got my shell over my Patagonia. Now I'm warm. I still have maybe 1 or 2 layers I could add to the top, but I think I'm good. The search for the privy continues. Dun, dun, dun. This is where the trail leads to this big messy stuff here. This tree fell down and some others went down with it, and I have a feeling that the privy's like in there. I can't see it, but I can't find it anywhere else, and this is where the trail goes. It doesn't go anywhere else, so I don't know. I'm gonna keep looking, but I'm ready to dig a hole. I'm good with it. It's not the first time, it won't be the last, but it would have been nice to have one. Just saying. Oh yeah. Just went to, again, look for the privy. Got a whole bunch of wood. And the sunshine is here. It's about 5:15. Isn't this beautiful? Ay. Oh, I got stuck. Ow! That one had a backlash. Oh, I didn't realize it was that big. Oh, okay. Oh, what's going on? I'm just processing some wood. Getting ready to have a nice warm fire tonight when the sun goes down. The sun is now taken over my campsite, which is amazing. It's dried out my tent, and now my tent's getting nice and warm in there, like it's gonna stay. I wish you could do that, like just collect heat and then dole it out later when you need it. Anyways, I am going to boil some water to make my dinner. I didn't bring anything fancy this weekend because I'm doing like, I don't know, 6,500 meters in portage, something like that. I think it's 6,200, but in like technically 2 days, right? Like I started at 10 a.m. yesterday morning, and I'll probably be out by noon tomorrow. So technically it's a 48-hour trip, 40, maybe 50-hour trip, but or 52, but it's like only really kind of 2 days, even though it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's a lot of portaging for me anyways. So I wanted to lighten up my pack and lighten up my food barrel this trip. Also, I just got a box of stuff in from Portaging, and I have to like have some of it because I love it all. So today I have beef lasagna. It's really good. I've had this one before. I was out on a day paddle out by Georgian Bay, and it was really chilly. I was wearing my dry suit, and this just warmed me right up. So I'm looking forward to having this. And it just says to add 1.5 cups of boiling water. Now I have taken half of this out. How I do that is I just take a big stainless steel bowl I have at home. I empty the whole thing out, and then I just take a measuring cup and kind of evenly dole out. It's not exact, it's not a, you know, it's not scientific. I don't have exact amount of peppers or whatever, but like I just kind of try to mix it up so there's everything in each one. And then I just bring half of it. So it says to cook it for, or let sit for 12 to 15 minutes. So I'm gonna boil some water and get this ready. And I'm gonna keep processing wood while I'm waiting in this 12 to 15 minutes. And then I'm gonna sit and eat in the beautiful sunshine here on my campsite. This is the scene here on Norway Lake today. Beautiful sunset, the sun going down here. Lovely La Cloche mountain range on the right of me. And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Not a drop of rain. It was supposed to rain all day. I'm so happy. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please click the subscribe button. Also click the bell for notifications. If you'd like to get more information on the stuff I use on my trips, please check out my website at CamperChristina.com. Thanks. Bye.